Okay, Paul. I feel like we have a lot to update them on. So let's start with the Dr. Ramsey appointment. How did it go?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, so we got there.
Well, getting there was a bit of a faff, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was about 2 hours from where we live in England. And we got up early, we went, and then it was a little bit tricky. The address was a bit funny, wasn't it?
Well, it was weird. It just the sat nav took us to exactly where we needed to be, and then we doubted ourselves for some reason, and then we ended up driving miles away from there.
Yeah.
And then we ended up putting in just the name of the clinic rather than the address, and then we got there.
Yeah. English addresses. Anyways, so we went in for the appointment, and then they
did some tests.
Well, first he talks to you, and he wants to hear your whole story, and
he listens.
And he does listen, and he'll not question you to grill you, but to make sure he's got the whole story.
Yeah.
Not just from the male perspective, but from, obviously it's happening
to the female. He's really thorough, wasn't he? And he's a really nice bloke.
Yeah. And then after that, obviously we mentioned the Varicocele.
Yeah.
Which then you had to drop them.
Yeah.
And we had to take a look.
Yeah.
And Dr. Ramsey, if you listen to any of podcasts or I feel like anything of his online, you can get a glimpse of his personality, but he's way funnier, way more chill in person than he comes across online.
Really nicely.
Really, really nice. And so, yeah, he starts inspecting you, and then he told me to come take a look.
Yeah.
I was like, I've seen it, believe it or not.
Yeah, so we all had a little look, didn't we?
And then what did you find out?
Yeah, so then after that, so he's definite varicocele.
Yeah, and what did he say about the varicocele?
It's massive.
It's huge. So he said it's not the worst, but it's the second worst.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest, but it's the second biggest.
Yeah. So he's like, that's quite bad.
Yeah.
And then he was then I explained it.
Your history with it.
The first time I've had it checked out.
Yeah.
And I was, I don't know how they missed it.
The first time around.
First time round, but I was about
19
or something, 19, something like that. And then he asked me, I had a second opinion when I was late 20s, when I was late 20s.
Yeah.
And
So, okay, let's get back to the Dr. Ramsey. We're 3 minutes in.
Right.
So the Dr. Ramsey appointment. So after he talks to you, gets your story, physically checks
then he sent
it out.
Yeah, then he sent me for some tests.
So blood work.
Semen analysis, blood work, and an ultrasound.
Right. And so here's the thing that we probably didn't realize. They do say in their email correspondence to have money set aside for potential extra tests. We didn't understand that was going to happen right there, right now. So financially, it was a lot of money in one day, right? And then equally, we finished talking with him, and then you had to go do your business.
Yeah, work it out.
Yeah. And so that was cool to have that all happen in one day. So then after he gives a sample, they need time to analyze it. So we then went to go have lunch in the pub, and then came back, and they had they had the results, and then that's when you went for your ultrasound.
Yeah.
And then what did the ultrasound tech say to you? Well, how did it go?
This is a massive varicocele, mate. Why didn't you come sooner?
But that's one thing that I will say throughout all of this, is that men's health isn't taken care of as much in this process as the women's side is, and it's actually quite
What's weird about it is we're however many years into it, and this is the first time that I've been checked thoroughly.
Yeah.
And
you have to pay private.
And it's not something that anybody's told us to do. We've done it off our own back, and really, this could have been done
at the beginning,
right at the start.
Yeah.
And so if you're going through it, I would recommend getting this bit done right from the get-go, because we should have done, shouldn't we? Really?
Yeah.
But, again,
but you don't know what you don't know.
No one's telling you to do it.
Yeah.
And like I said, because it's kind of almost like the bloke, unless you've got absolutely no sperm, then the bloke sort of gets a free pass, don't they, with it all, and it's all sort of concentrated on you, which it's not.
So the ultrasound guy said it's big, and it's bigger than what you can even really see, isn't it?
Yeah, so it was 4.5 mil, I think it was.
I don't know, I wasn't in there with you. So then we come out, we talk to Dr. Ramsey again, And he goes over the numbers and he said, actually, they're not that bad. And we did have like our paperwork where he could look at the very first analysis, and he was like, this is better than what that first one was.
In every respect, he said, didn't he? He was like, this is better in every respect.
But the problem is now with the Varicocele, and what we're waiting on is we're waiting for the fragmentation. The fragmentation does take about a month to get the results back. And so if the results come back that it's super fragmented, then there's a surgical option that we can look at for £7,000-ish.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that it comes back all right.
Yeah, and it was only £2,000.
Yeah.
Because like obviously Dr. Ramsey's portion plus the surgery, it'll be almost £10,000, which is a lot. But
for peace of mind.
But for peace of mind, and also just knowing, oh yeah, he also like cleared my mind in regards to like, because we froze your sperm, didn't we?
Yeah.
Before making the embryos. And he said, actually, that will be kind of good because the bad sperm would have just died off and not survived the thawing process. And so any embryos that we created should be okay.
Yeah, and he said as well that it's sperm that they take direct from the testicle that gets damaged in the freezing process rather than what we did.
So, and then also finding out if the fragmentation does come back pretty bad, one of the solutions that they do in these situations is ICSI, which we had ICSI because ICSI is included in the price in Prague. So it has me confident going forward for any subsequent transfers, but also feels like it's more so me and my womb that needs sorting.
We'll get there.
Anything else?
No, just that like I was nervous by going there.
And you shouldn't be nervous.
You shouldn't be nervous at all. It's like, it was
expensive but really good.
It was expensive, but it was, we felt like leaving there, I felt like really, just sort of hopeful leaving there. Like,
because he was like, what did he say?
He said, what did he say?
Do I think that it's been challenging for them to have a baby, but do I think that they'll have a baby? Yes.
Yeah.
So.
And he went, well done.
Yes.